Lama tu jamir apni saaz Hornbilltv. Eastern Nagaland laga 20 MLAs kan aji March 15 de New Delhi jaise aro khobor pa laga hisab te tai kan Home Minister Amit Shah ge lok pabule nishna ase. Idu homoy Eastern Nagaland Students Federation pa twensang de mati thagya to March 19 tak postpone kri dia jani paise. Janai dibo ki NSF pa Nagaland naga Rajya Sabha MP 20 MLAs ENPO tribal bodies aro frontal organizations kan ge 14 March de twensang headquarter pungchigina ekta joint coordination meeting jabule lobole matishe. Kintu statement ektari ENPO pa kushi ki Eastern Nagaland Legislators Union kan March 15 de New Delhi ja nimide meeting do 19 March de postpone kurdishe koigina. Meeting do CKS hall twensang de lobule ase. India Sokar pa India और Myanmar border de free movement regime thagyado hatai dibule aro fencing lagai dibule fesa lua por Naga club pa khushi napa junai gina President of India or United Nations laga Secretary General ke intervene koribule matishe Naga club pa chitti ekta de khushi ke FMR ke hatai dibo kwado India pa Naga khan laga khilaf aggression julai gina ahya ekta hi ase aro itu hatai dia do humanity laga khilaf crime ase khushi Naga club pa aro hadsa khan kutuba mention khushi voting Hatsa FMR hatai dia Forest Conservation Amendment Act 2023 passed Korea palm oil cultivate korble kwa aro afspa lagai gina thagya ko gina Indo Naga conflict kindu subsidiary jai thagya larai ase etu ajibi ase kile mane India pa occupational aggression aro dabai dia laga policies julai thagya khan namania nimide ase iniga acts khan khali biswas nakuya ge bishi kurubo koshe Woka district bitore sanis pra lakuti ja rasta upgradation korea pura hobole bishi dairy time hua nimde lotha middle range students union kun khando itu sabole responsibility loishe tai kan khushi napa junai gina March 18 pa indefinite ban thali bole junai dishe itu 18 kilometers rasta kun rupees 1,542.88 lakh pra banai ase ituge pura kurubule karne MS Northeast Enterprise Company ge March 2022 tak time digina thagishe kushe kintu aru choimuna extension loa pichidebi itabi khotom hua nai Students Union Party to Upper Commissioner and Secretary Works and Housing ge itu sal January 25 day inspection ja pichide memorandum ekta dishe taikam parubi February 15 tak time digina kam na hoile legal action lobule kushe February 1 day arubi LMRSU para effect thage bosti khan logode commissioner and secretary logode meeting loise kude contractor MS Northeast Enterprises ke March 10 tak kam khotom koribole agreement kuise edu opor March 8 te union pra kam sabule ja homoy dikhi paise ki kam do itia itu laga ahia hafta de hi shuru koribole machines aro saman khan Yong Chocho bosti de jama kuri thagishe kushe March 21 de pura koribole union pra itu pichide March 15 tak time dibule ultimatum dishe kindu kam na hua nimide lotha middle range jurisdiction de March 18 pa total indefinite ban dali bole faisla kurise tai kan mangi ase ki contractor do public aro bosti khan ge likhigina yakin dila bole lage kam pura hobole aro sokar laga representatives para bi project pura koribole yakin dila bole lagya junai dishe
人家看这个就肯定是这种出战的时候呢，一冲上来可以他就问他到了这个这些是把这个肯定他这边没来我知道的说，你不清楚这个你某种都到这个水平了，让他就问他成长的。
Woka District Legal Service Authority WDLSA para World Consumer Rights Day din de Department of Legal Metrology and Consumer Protection or Consumer Rights Organization Woka logode miligina lota ho conference hall de program ekta loise Fair and Responsible AI for Consumers saga theme chulagina program de district and session judge Woka Nino Iralo pra kushi ki complaint dia do service dia khange saza dibule kani no hoy kintu galti kuriya khange thik kurigina ala customers khange biya service na bole Napa bule karni ase kushe taipa bia service pa manu khange Woka District Legal Service Authority or Consumer Rights Organization Woka kan free service diado loigina community nimide bhal kuribole kam kuribi kushe Theme speaker aro WDLSA laga legal advisor thungbe ni ki kon prabe ini kiniga AI pra consumers kan ge chulai gina marketing aro e-commerce chulai ase to por khota koise tai pra online shopping kriya kan ge hoshiar kribi koi gina digital platforms kan ni personal information kan na dibi koise panel lawyers or resource person yang ro thang hamchoi pra itu homoy consumers kan nugude right to information aro complaint file kribule right thagya koi gina district consumer forum office ke approach kribi koise lawyer Renpo thang changlaw prabi consumers kan ge kam thagibi koise transaction laga homoy jamala hoile
The highest dignitary to the lowest dignitary is a consumer. So it's a very, very big department, you see. But it cannot exist only on its by name itself. Every consumer has to be a responsible consumer. If some of your rights are being abridged, then you must agitate. Don't be like some people who keep on complaining without any reasons also. But if there is reasons where the Act provides that you are protected, you must take steps to do it. The earlier days of trade and commerce, which we have known, is no more. Things have changed. Sea of changes have come into this trade and commerce thing. It has become a big weapon to destroy you. It has become a very big weapon to give you a good land. As the years went by, you see, it becomes a service world, it becomes a monopoly world where the traders are hoarding things, shooting up the prices, they do their own things, whichever way, at the cost of the consumers. And who is the consumer? Everybody is a consumer. Isn't it? So everybody is affected when a producer does some mischief for his personal gain. So this safety has to be legislated upon. In our country also we have legislated 1986. We brought out the Consumer Protection Act. Then again new act has come, that is 2019 I think, no? 2019 I think. 2019 is the latest enactment.
Ide khata break lobo sai thebi.
The career exploration exercise was fun, right?
Yes, the skill test really helped us to think about our interests carefully.
Yeah, I know what I want to do in the future now.
And what's that?
Archaeologist. There is so much beauty in artifacts. What about you, Ikra?
Oh, I'm interested in accounts, playing badminton, and I love drama.
Wow, that's a lot of options.
Do we really need to think about this now?
Now that we are growing up, we have to take decisions related to things that matter to us.
Yeah, we can't depend on our parents for everything. We have to learn to take our own decisions.
That sounds so tough.
Well, it does, but that's why they say, with great change comes great responsibility.
Yeah, like making choices. Some are easy, like what would I want to eat right now?
Then there are other really hard ones that require us to think a lot before reaching a conclusion. Like I have one at hand. My friend's throwing a party at her place, but it's just so late in the evening and she lives far away. I really want to go, but my sister says I can't. What to do?
Oh, I know how you feel. Last week I was also in a similar situation.
Really? What did you do then?
Here's a trick I follow. Make a list with 2 columns. On one side, write down what happens if you go to the party. And on the other side, what if you don't go to the party?
That's very methodical, Ikra.
It helps us understand pros and cons and make a choice.
But hey guys, I have to tell you something. There is a very popular group in my neighborhood and they invited me to join their group. Now I'm going to become popular.
Are you excited?
I don't know. They all think my best friend Sam is boring and not cool. They want me to stop hanging out with him.
Oh, that's a difficult call, Max. You could use the wheel of decision to figure out what to do. Let me introduce you guys to the wheel of decision now. This wheel is all about taking decisions that are good for us. When we are stuck in the process of taking a decision, we should start by stating the problem in the wheel. Then we follow each step to finally reach a decision. Spin it.
Define your problem. List options, alternatives. Weigh and compare options. Take a decision. Make a plan of action. Evaluate the decision. Gather information and resources.
This is super helpful. Ikra, do you know what's the most important step in decision making? Getting information from sources we trust.
Just like when we want to buy something, we check different shops and online too.
Yes, and if we need support and guidance, we should reach out to our trusted adults. It is helpful to think in advance who our trusted adults are.
घर जल प्रतिरोधक सीमेंट से नहीं बना तो पड़ेगा रोना। पानी घुसने से कंक्रीट कमजोर हो जाए। स्टार वेदर शीट सीमेंट खराब मौसम में घर वेदर प्रूफ बनाए। स्टार वेदर शीट जल प्रतिरोधक सीमेंट, वेदर प्रूफ घर।
डर मत, टाइगर है ना, ब्लैक टाइगर सीमेंट।
घर जल प्रतिरोधक सीमेंट से नहीं बना तो पड़ेगा रोना। पानी घुसने से कंक्रीट कमजोर हो जाए। स्टार वेदर शीट सीमेंट खराब मौसम में घर वेदर प्रूफ बनाए। स्टार
Welcome back. State Bank of India pa aji Naga United Village 4 Mile de Taikan laga nutun branch ekta khuli dishe. Special Guest Chief General Manager Northeast Circle Vincent MD pa program le khota kwa homoy SBI branches kan jaga alak alak te khola do public kan laga duk directly side bole khulia laga ase aro United Village de thagya kan ge bank facility avail kuri bole encourage kurish.
This is indeed a very important moment for State Bank of India also. This is going to be our 814th branch in the northeastern region. And in fact, we are on a branch expansion spree. Yesterday, we opened our 813th branch at Galeki. A couple of weeks back, we opened yet another branch. Of course, it is in Assam, Jamuna Mukh. And a few days prior to that, we had opened another branch. So in the last 30 days, we have opened 4 branches. And why are we doing, despite the fact that 97% of our transactions are currently processed through non-face-to-face channels. As our Mr. K. Vitoto Rose had mentioned, and he had also urged all the people to use banks' digital apps like internet banking and all, and which is absolutely essential. But despite that, we SBI, as part of our policy and principle and philosophy, we have decided to have our physical branches also in place. Although all the transactions or 97% of the transactions are happening through digital modes. The reason being, only through a physical branch, we can feel the pulse of the residents.
We, Naga United Villagers, we have been praying for this kind of bank in our village, to set it up in our village. And today, God has enabled us and considered and answered our prayers and inspired the concerned department officials to accept our request and making this a reality. Thank you so much, dear leaders, concerned officials. I just want to beg an apology for those who find it difficult to follow Nagamese, because I just want to give some information to members present here. Amakan Naga United Village Hobi, Shoba Hobi, itu neighboring villages kan, itu bank to State Bank of India Naga United branch to Naga United Village ekla nimite na hoy. Amakan neighboring village kan nimite ase itu nimite aji aha kan apni kan mon di kene cooperation di kene amakan itu bank to uthai dibi itu ame council lagan nampara apni kan ke request kura ase aru aji ahibo naparia kan church kan hobi school teachers kan hobi government employees kan hobi business kan hobi kun hoile bi information balpara di kene itu bank te privilege opportunity itu avail koribi iniga apni kan aha kan sob ke jonai dia ase.
Sir, as you're the Chief General Manager of Northeast Circle, as in Nagaland, there are a lot of misconception about bank loans. So would you like to clarify any misconception that is going around?
We are sanctioning loan to all public and for all their genuine economic and business needs. So if any customer is having any misconception, this is what the question you have asked. Misconception, we believe in transparency. Any customer can walk into SBI at any time, get everything clarified. And after sanctioning before sanctioning the loan, we explain everything, all terms and conditions attached to the loan. And at the time of sanctioning of the loan, we give a copy of the terms and conditions to the customer. And of course it is in English, and if the customer is not able to read and understand, we give them a vernacular copy also, explain them in their vernacular language, and explain to the fullest extent, containing each and explain on each and every terms and conditions which are forming part of the loan contract. So there cannot be any reason for misconception, because this is a public sector bank which is owned by central government. We are not a private player. And on the other end, apart from that, top of it, we are regulated by Reserve Bank of India. So there cannot be any room. There will not be any room for misconception. You come avail the service from SBI, and then you judge. whether SBI service is inferior to that of the competition or it is better than the competition. See, service encompasses delivering service through various channels. Branch channel is only one such channel. There are several other channels like ATMs, like internet banking, our YONO app, UPI. There are a host of other channels through which we deliver banking services. And the services that we are extending through branch channel is only 3%. 97% of the banking activities are happening through non-face-to-face channels. And of course, there may be crowd where our SBI branches can be crowded than a private sector banks. And that only indicates, that also indicates that customers are having more faith in SBA, and that is why they are coming to SBA. So if we can understand, if there is only one clerk and if there is only one customer, the time taken for entertaining that customer may be 1 minute, 2 minutes and all. On the other hand, if the number of customers go up, so proportionately the time taken will also go up. I can assure you that there will not be any casualness in our approach towards customer service. We treat customer as the king, and we treat customer as our basis for our existence, our survival. So I don't agree with you that private banks are offering better service than public sector banks in general or SBI in particular. This branch, just like the other 22,500 branches of SBI, is equipped to deliver all sorts of banking services and products. So a bank branch which is located in, say, Guwahati, and a branch, this branch, there will not be any differentiation in terms of the range of products and services which it will be offering. All services, the entire range of products and services, this branch will also be delivering to the customer, like any other bank branch of SBI.
Har khata break lowa sai thebe.
अधिक नमक खाने से नॉन कम्युनिकेबल डिजीजेस जैसे हाई ब्लड प्रेशर, स्ट्रोक और हार्ट डिजीजेस आदि की संभावना बढ़ जाती है। हमारे रोज के खाने में नमक के छुपे हुए स्रोत होते हैं। हम अधिक नमक के सेवन से कुछ आसान तरीके अपनाकर बच सकते हैं। तैयार और पैकेज्ड खाद्य पदार्थ में नमक अधिक होता है। अचार, चटनी, सॉस, पापड़ का कम प्रयोग करें। जंक फूड जैसे फ्रेंच फ्राइज, नूडल्स, चीज वाले खाने आदि में नमक अधिक होता है, इनका सेवन सीमित करें। मेवे जैसे अखरोट, बादाम, काजू और पिस्ता बिना नमक वाले ही लें। समझदारी से काम लें, महीने में सीमित नमक ही खरीदें। धीरे धीरे अपने खाने में नमक की मात्रा घटाएं। खाने में ऊपर से नमक न डालें। ज्यादा पानी पिएं, इससे नमक शरीर से बाहर निकल जाता है। थोड़ी सी समझदारी, कम नमक और बेहतर सेहत हमारी। फूड सेफ्टी एंड स्टैंडर्ड्स अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया द्वारा जनहित में जारी।
डर मत, टाइगर है ना, ब्लैक टाइगर सीमेंट।
अधिक नमक खाने से नॉन कम्युनिकेबल डिजीजेस जैसे हाई ब्लड प्रेशर, स्ट्रोक और हार्ट डिजीजेस आदि की संभावना बढ़ जाती है। हमारे रोज के खाने में नमक के छुपे हुए स्रोत होते हैं। हम अधिक नमक के सेवन से कुछ आसान तरीके अपनाकर बच सकते हैं।
Welcome back. Zonimbo today CRO और LMCP pa miligina World Consumer Rights Day manaishe. Shiho manaishe ko higher secondary school de CRO laga president Pituka Chumi pa itu homoy manuka nijor laga right na jania opportunity dikhaishe aru koshi ke organization do sob citizen ge hoshiyar thakibole mon ase aru manukan 12 pa 24 sal tak thagya kan ge pungchibule koshish thagya kushe. ताई जुनाइशी के डिस्ट्रिक्ट दे पब्लिक का निमित्त कंज्यूमर कोर्ट ऐसे किंतु सर्वे हिसाब दे खाली कुनुबा मानुही कंप्लेंट दिए।
what is our basic needs? Our basic needs, this guarantees survival, adequate food, health care, education, sanitation, clothing and shelter. See, this consumer rights is a vast topic. And it is one of the most powerful weapons that we have as consumers. As a living being, consumer rights is one of the primary rights and one of the most important rights that we have. Are you getting my point, student? It is one of the most powerful weapons that we have. So before even we born, Consumer Protection Act was implemented on 1986.
It's a money, I think we Hornbilltv.
डर मत, टाइगर है ना, ब्लैक टाइगर सीमेंट। डर मत, टाइगर है ना, ब्लैक टाइगर सीमेंट।
The Jawaharlal Nehru National Solar Mission, or the National Solar Mission, was launched on 11th January 2010. JNSM is a major initiative of the Government of India with active participation from state